Hey friends, I just wanted to get on here for a moment and let you know that this year on Monday, July 20th, 2020, we have one of the most powerful new moons of the year for doing ancestral karma clearing work. All of the new moons of each year, and there are 12 of them per year, are all highly beneficial for clearing the inherited karma that we have from our ancestors. We may not think very often that working with the ancestors, resolving things that we have inherited through our ancestral lineages, we might not think that that's a big deal. But I have actually found that in many cases, the majority of the spiritual blocks that we have actually are not even our own. They're actually part of our ancestry, and they can require a different kind of technique, a different kind of approach and energy in order to be able to release them. So out of all the new moons of the year, the new moon in the month of July, historically, in terms of the Vedic calendar, the ancient astrological, spiritual calendar of India, this particular new moon is considered even more auspicious perhaps than the rest of them. And when we go in at the exact peak moment of that new moon time and do karma clearing work, the depth of the work, the potency of the work, what we're able to actually access is strengthened and intensified. So on that particular day, I am holding a remote group clearing. No matter where you are in the world, all you need to do is sign up for the clearing, and it will be done at the peak time on your behalf and on behalf of your ancestors. We're going to be going in and working with relieving and resolving self-esteem blocks. Perfect time of year to do that. Perfect date and opportunity to do that. Self-esteem, according to Carolyn Mace, famous author, medical intuitive, I remember reading this many years ago. She said that you can try working on all these different areas of your life. You can try healing around money, healing around health, healing around relationship, but until you have self-esteem, until you've really worked on that, revealed it, built it up within yourself, self-respect, self-love, you have a positive self-regard. Until you have that, nothing else that you really do in life, even trying to heal different situations, dysfunctions, problems you have, is really going to make much of a difference. And I'm calling this clearing the most essential single and most important single factor that you can work on in consciousness to enhance the benefits of absolutely everything else you're trying to do in life. Now, for the people who will be signing up for this clearing, I've done a little bit of preliminary intuitive checking in terms of where these self-esteem blocks are found. Now, get ready for this statistic, that for each person here, about 80% of the blocks to self-esteem that you have within your subconscious or within your soul are actually not even your own. They've actually been inherited from your ancestors. Only 20% of the blocks that you are dealing with right now are actually personal to your own soul's karma. This is a factor that has been known for thousands of years in the Vedic tradition that we have to, and in many other traditions of a more indigenous variety, especially in the cultures of Asia and Africa, in people who have been more connected to soul and to consciousness and to the land for millennia. This idea of connecting with the ancestors, working with them, it's a tremendous blessing to your ancestors when you do this kind of clearing work, because you're actually clearing them also, which is enabling them to have a more auspicious, clean soul journey. But here's the benefit, though, is that when you work with your ancestors, when you do clearing work for them, immediately you get the benefit. Even if you never knew who the ancestors were, say there's an ancestor that's 10 generations ago, 20 generations ago, you will not have known that person physically. But when you do clearing work with them, because there's no time or space in spirit, when they get cleared, instantaneously the benefits are passed on to you. So I have determined that in this clearing, on average, there are about 270 personal past lives to you in which we will be clearing self-esteem blocks. That's a lot of karmic material. 270 past lives and your present life in which blocks have been created to self-esteem. That's what we're going to work on in this clearing, but also 60 generations of your ancestors. 60 generations. For this group, on average, some of you might be higher, some of you may be lower, about 60 generations of your ancestors contain right now blocks to healthy self-esteem that are available on this peak date, this new moon in July, to clear and to release those blocks. And we're going to be working through 75 categories of blocks for each one of you, your personal karma, for each of your 60 generations of ancestors. This is an important date. It's a date not to be missed. If you are finding this video or me describing this clearing after it's taken place, okay, this is going to blow your mind even further. It almost doesn't matter. You can go to my website right now, perhaps to a link below this video, and you can download this clearing, and it will bring all of the energy and all of the clearing work that was recorded at this peak time to you whenever it is that you find the recording, and you will get all of the benefits. So if this clearing work calls to you, I would encourage you, if you've been struggling with something in life, do not neglect the area of karma clearing on this peak day of the year. Get all the blessings from your ancestors, clear self-esteem blocks. Sign up below, and I look forward to holding this space for you on this particular auspicious date.